A thing that bothers me all the time on the layout is when I see the shiny rails sticking out like that. I've gone through and I painted all the rails I could in the yard. It still left me with the turnouts. What I'm doing today, or I've already done, but I'll show you, is I've actually hand brushed in all the detail on these turnouts. So they still need to be cleaned a little bit, but that's what I'm doing today. So let me show you what I'm doing right now. I'm done with airbrushing. I'm going to take the little masks off, and I think they turned out pretty good. I don't know if you notice, I had an issue where the mask would actually meet up at this location. Now I can't get this off. It'd give me something like a knife. It's on there pretty good. I can't get my... What happened here, if we look, is the two mats just bumped into each other. I couldn't put them there, so tape is what we did. Back here, looks good. Looks good. So you can see why we're looking at this. Remember, I taped these off, and the masks appear to have done their job. They have protected the turnouts, and they look rather clean. Which in a way seemed like it was overkill, but because I did do the tape, I was able to get the side. I don't know whether that would have been a win or a loss. I'm still going to paint the sides a little bit. So I could have theoretically done it without the tape and just used the plastic masks and touched up with a brush. So I guess we're going to do some touching up. I'll end up working down at this end anyway. Oh, another thing I found out with this airbrush that I'm using, this portable airbrush, I was running my paint too thick, which would have been fine with my Badger. It has to be thinner, so I was having issues. So the two colors of paint I'm using are oily and grimy black, and this one's a little bit sticky in the bottom. So I'm going to end up stirring this. No big deal. Where's my stir stick? Actually, let me put that in there. There's water in that. Probably should put the lid back on it because I'll probably spill it because of my klutz. That's grimy black. And I lost the oily black. What did I do with that? Oily black right there. I have to mess with this with my gloves off. I should have a separate one, but because they're just nasty old blacks, I really don't care. So what I'm doing is brushing the edges with the black. And I'll probably be back with a couple more passes. than just the old oily, grimy black in the center of the points. Just wiggle it in. It doesn't matter. You're not there to look pretty. And I'll just keep running through this. And if you can't tell, I'm going to have to make several passes, so that's no big deal. The goal here is just to hide as much of the shine as I can. I'll come back with one of them evil bright boys and clean the top of the rails off. Granted, I said I'd never use one of those. Ooh. A bright boy. $9 for a bright boy? I need to really check that out. Are they really that expensive? I don't really use these, so... But that seems to be what's required to clean up this slight mess. Then I'll bring in the oily black. Just kind of rub it in there a little bit between. And all that does is just give it a little texture to it. Makes it look a little dirty. No big deal around the points. Well, I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to put the camera down and just spend some time on it without you. I'll be back when I'm done. As a thank you to all my members and Patreon fans, I now have stickers as well as Stay Frosty magnets. How cool is that? So if you are a Patreon member or a YouTube member, contact me with your address so I can get you your stickers and your Stay Frosty magnet sent to you. And as always, thank you for your support. And stay frosty, my friends. You don't want this stupid stick. Let's try that again. Stay frosty, my friends. Oh, you can watch this video here if you want to keep up with what I'm doing.